morning, welcome to the moss garden here at Dunn. I'm Mark Mosinski, Curator Head Gardener, and today we're going to take a little look at what we're doing in the garden. A big priority this year, or this spring, was to divide the snowdrops here in the moss garden. The moss garden's a really special place to highlight a lot of like spring ephemerals and bulbs. We have the fall cyclamen, the winter cyclamen, and then the snowdrops, trilliums, mayapples, and then come the martagon lilies. So it's like wave after wave of all these special woodland plants that we can grow. I'd like to introduce Casey really quickly. Casey came on board with us in the fall to help with leaf cleanup, and he was too good to let go, so we've been finding ways to keep him. Dividing snowdrops, there's two main reasons that we're dividing them. In general, over time, bulbs can get dense and crowded. If they naturally produce offsets and make clumps, it can actually reduce the ability for them to bloom well. So periodically digging them up and dividing them benefits because it gives the bulbs more room. And the second reason is it gives us more snowdrops to move around the garden. So a good time to divide and move bulbs such as snowdrops is right after they finish flowering, because it gives them time to go to their new home with green leaves. And they'll have a moment to photosynthesize and settle into their new location before going dormant. So the how-to, it's pretty straightforward. You just focus on the densest clumps. You'll want to remove a lot of the soil so that you don't create divots in your garden. And then basically just crack the clump in half or by 2/3. Rather than just replanting a smaller clump, I think it's nice to go ahead and further crack it apart, and replant kind of just a handful of loose bulbs. Go ahead and clear out your hole a little more, firm around it, and there we go. So this is the perfect place to get an idea of like the original density of the snowdrops, and it was like a hard concentration. And so then kind of behind these vine maples, you can see how we kind of filtered the snowdrops down to make it a much more natural feeling. And that's what we're doing. We're on this side, we're having them jump across the pathway and start to incorporate them into this edge of the woodland. When you're replanting, density and gradient can be used as one of your artistic tools, to have areas of higher concentration and then have it like speckle off into smaller clumps or singular bulbs. And that is how you divide and move snowdrops in the green. Once again, I'm Mark from Dunn Gardens, and in observance of our 50th Earth Day, we wish you happy gardening, and we'll see you soon.